Hear that unsettling clunk? Welcome back, I'm Tedward, and today we're gonna try to get rid of this clunk in my trunk. Well, all right, I got a clunk in the rear end of this car. I don't know how this could have happened. Sorry, car. I'm so sorry, car. Yeah, I did a snow cross a year ago that was very abusive, and ever since then, it feels like there's been a clunk in the right rear. So, from FCP Euro, I've ordered up some new sway bar end links, and just for kicks, because it really should be done, we need to do a differential service. I don't know if we're gonna get to that today, but I've got some fluid and new plugs. You wanna do new plugs whenever you do that. Now, if I'm lucky, the sway bar end links are the only thing this car needs. If I'm not lucky, it's gonna need control arm bushings, which is another ordeal, but doable. So let's head down to Wile Motorsport, my trusty mechanic, and get the job done. I mean, really, is there anything that makes your car feel cheaper than a clunk? I'll even take a rattle and a squeak. Squeaks and rattles, not a big deal. Clunks, it feels like dog shit. The entrance to Wile Motorsport is the perfect reminder of why we're here today. Hear that unsettling clunk? Oh, not my favorite. Actually, it's funny because you'd think you'd want a nice smooth road in front of your mechanic. Actually, I think this road's perfect because they can probably simulate every squeak, rattle, and clunk in every customer car with ease without having to go find some crummy road 3 miles away. You just drive out of the parking lot. You're like, here we go. There's the road course. Fingers crossed this is an easy one. And oh, look at this. We've got some familiar cars hanging out here right now. That is Eric's car. We drove that on the channel a while back.
So we get the car up on a lift and my mechanic Evan starts poking around. To my dismay, he's noticing that these sway bar end links are looking pretty good and he's got to start manhandling it to try to find any give. But it doesn't seem to be giving him the play that he's looking for an obvious problem. So he gets the old persuader out to try to move it around and see if there's any really nasty bushings in there. But again, nothing is moving really aggressively poorly that would cause a serious metal on metal clunk. Basically, he exhausts all of his options, checking every component before asking Jake to come over to feel each connection point while he really manhandles this wheel. And that's when it becomes pretty apparent that one of these control arms actually has a little bit of give. Not so much that it's going to cause a serious problem or that it's actually broken, but enough to cause the clunk. So we went ahead and checked them all. Only one was particularly suspect and probably causing the clunk on the right rear, and there's probably 3 others that could use replacing. But as Evan told me, it wasn't significant and he'd drive it on a racetrack tomorrow. So since I don't have the parts for this and I haven't really decided if I'm only going to replace the suspect control arm or if I'm going to replace all of them at once, we went ahead and started the differential service. Now you can tell my car is a New England car. This differential looks like it's living in Bikini Bottom, but without much effort, Evan flawlessly removes the fill and drain plug. You always want to make sure that you're going to get that fill plug off first, because if you start this job by draining the differential and then come to find out that you cannot remove the fill plug, you're going to run into some serious problems. Now, I don't remember the last time this differential was serviced, and this is some pretty nasty goopy stuff, so I'm really psyched to get some nice, fresh new fluid and fill and drain plugs in this rear end. It's always a good idea to torque things to spec so you don't have questions later on, and I used a kit from FCP Euro with the Castrol Syntrax 75W140. Don't be alarmed by the Mercedes-Benz logos on the bottles. Filling it up's pretty simple if you've got the right tools, and I don't, so I'm glad that Evan had this nice big syringe, but you just fill and fill until it starts overflowing, and then you seal it up, torque to spec, and you're on your way.
So now that we know exactly where the clunk is coming from, what are going to be the next steps? We have some options here, because it's not this like imminent thing where, oh no, if you don't replace it, you've wrecked the rear end of the car. It'll be fine. And it seems like now it's more of just a nuisance to me as a driver because I don't want to hear the clunk. So I want your opinions on this a little bit, because are you the type of person that just says, oh, one's out, we're doing them all, or would you just replace the 1 or 2 that are making the noise? And then the second thing is it worth buying the BMW stamped control arms, or with a set of those, $1,200, or spend half the money, about $600 to $650, on the TRW OE versions? far as I know, TRW was the original supplier for BMW for these control arms, so they should be exactly the same. However, the BMW branded ones are stamped with an M, and I know that really doesn't matter in the long term, but it's one of those things where, like, if you, not that I'm going to sell this car, but if you do go to sell the car, it probably looks better to have like the M stamped logo control arms on the car for sure. But there's always the people that will say, no, I'm going to go with the BMW branded one over the OE ones because the OE ones might be made to a less tight tolerance of quality. I mean, yeah, not really true, kind of true. Objectively, you'll never notice the difference. And especially if you're ordering them through FCP Europe, it really doesn't matter because there's a lifetime warranty. So even if those bushings did fail again, you'll go ahead and get in there. Now, the other upside of just replacing one is that this isn't a while you're in there kind of job. You know, you can replace one at a time. There's not like a big issue with just replacing one and then going back and replacing another if you get a new clunk. So that's the predicament I'm in. I'm not in a huge rush, although I'd like to get it done. And a huge thank you to Wile Motorsport because honestly, knowing the problems of your car makes you feel so much more comfortable than wondering, right? That's always a big thing. And do your differential service. Don't be like me. I should have been doing that way more often. Holy cow, that didn't look good. So thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'm going to jump on the highway in this mess of traffic. Don't forget to respect the drive, and I'll see you in the next one.